Alrighty, intro song done, transition done, on Def and on Discord done. Alright, welcome back everyone to another episode of the On Cooldown podcast here on the XCOM channel. Oh man, been a while, but it's me, your host, the most with the glass nose. It's me, Neon. Hi. I'm back, and this time we have a new guest with us joining us today. A beautiful man. Look at his beautiful box. That smile of his. But
Hello,
yeah,
hello.
would you like to
Yeah,
introduce yourself, Mister Good Looking?
hey guys, it's me, Hakon. You might recognize me from one of the previous castings of the XCOM Marvel Rivals tournament. I casted the first week with Endearest. It's nice to meet you all again, and I'm glad to be here on the On Cooldown podcast.
Hey,
Yeah, look forward to it. Uh,
cool. Oh,
yeah,
oh, sorry. Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, um. Yeah, as my you've been casting like way longer than me, right? I mean, I only started like a couple months back with one of the XCOM League podcasts.
Hmm.
Uh do you got like any tips for podcast was it sorry, not podcasts, for casting?
Oh man,
'Cause
we're getting right into it, huh?
yeah, we're getting right
We're getting into. I don't even get to ask you how
into
your day
yeah.
was. Nothing. No ease into it. This man's here on a mission to make sure we get through
Yeah.
the content, bro. See, that's
I
a
mean,
con, bro.
hey, my day. I mean, if you're wondering, my day's been pretty well.
Nice.
I got my dogs here with me. One's on
Hey.
my lap. The other's like, viciously clawing at my hand for chin scritches. You know.
Nice.
How's your day been?
My day's been all right. Today I was sleep deprived. We had tacos at work today. I was like, oh man, I just gotta get through today, and then I took a nap when I got home. So I'm doing quite all right. Could be
Yeah, it
better,
sounds like
but it's all right.
yeah,
All
could
right.
have been better. Sounds like a nice day though. A nap always sounds great to me,
It
you know.
does. It does.
God,
It
when
does.
fall's coming up, the the sun's coming down. It's getting real cloudy, you know.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, no, yesterday there was like was it there was so much rain. I couldn't take my dogs out because it was just
Oh.
absolutely pouring.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't had much rain in my area here in LA, so I'm over here just like, yeah. I mean, rain would be nice every now and again, but I'm okay without it. The weather's been pretty nice though, so
Oh, that's
pretty
good.
pretty
That's good.
pretty nice. So, but yeah. I agree. Naps are nice. Yeah, they feel good until you
Yeah.
realize, oh no, or at least for me, my sleep schedule's
Yeah.
is worse than it should be. So
No, no, you don't
yeah.
understand. I love napping. You see, napping is like gambling,
Oh
right?
no,
Will
he's
will
bringing the
will it be
gamba already, dude.
will it will it be listen, like hear me out, right? Will I only spend 30 minutes asleep or will I waste an entire 5 hours with my nap, you know?
I like how
It's
I
it's a
like
real gamble.
I like how that you make it sound like there's no skill involved in this whatsoever. It's like
No.
it's a coin flip of whether you wake up in 30 or in 5 hours. Because I'm over here
Yeah,
like, yeah, I set up alarms. I can generally wake up like, if I put an alarm on, especially, I'm like, yeah, I can get up for a nap. But this guy is like, once he's down, it's like, oh damn it. Ah, we'll
once
check
I'm
back
once I'm
in.
down, yeah, once I'm down, I'm out. It's a
Alright.
gamble from there.
And I'm sure we'll talk
We
about how you like to gamba that if you like naps and like you said you like naps, but then you also said it's like gambling. I'm suddenly concerned for the rest of your some of your other decision making habits or
oh
content you
God.
consume. Oh no. Well,
No,
but
no, no. Can't listen. I made. I may like gambling, but I gamble responsibly.
Sure, sure, yeah, uh-huh. 30
Yeah,
minutes or
yeah,
5 hours. Is
yeah.
that responsible, Hakon? Is that responsible?
Yeah, it's pretty you know, it's like a little treat, you know. It's like a jingle jingle for me.
It's like,
Jingle jingle, here comes the nap.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, definitely more responsible than you, man. We had to ping you like 20 times for the stream key. I don't
That's
want to hear it.
yeah,
I don't want to hear it.
that's crazy. Min, always gotta get that jab at Min every episode. If we don't get a jab at Min,
Exactly.
it's not a XCOM stream.
It's not. Yeah. If we
Uh,
don't insult Min at least once, Mr. Manager has a. You gotta do your dailies, Mr. Manager. You gotta do your dailies.
true, true. All right. Well,
Yeah.
all
Speak,
right.
speaking of dailies, you got,
Mhm.
you got so many gotcha games you play.
Oh my god. I like how we go. All right, we're completely skipping the casting part. We'll come back to that later.
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
I don't actually play gotcha games. I used to.
Actually,
Yeah. So the thing for me was I used to because I it never really scratched my itch for like anything particular. When I did play gotcha games, it was usually because my other friends were playing it, or it was just like a fad. I think the two closest games that are considered gotcha, but they weren't the main like game mechanic would be Bandori, the girls band, right?
oh,
And um Fire Emblem Heroes. So
oh, Faye!
yeah.
Haven't touched Faye in a
So
while.
the reason why, because I was like, Fire Emblem was a cool IP back in the day. And like I didn't play many Fire Emblem games myself, but I always thought it was a cool game, like
Yeah.
the gameplay. And then they're like, oh, it's a mobile game. I'm like, okay, let me try it. When it came out for the first week, I rolled on my first time, I I actually end up rolling the best unit on first pull.
Oh,
I was
massive,
like, yeah,
massive.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was Takumi, the archer, first week. I went, oh, this guy's
Oh,
busted.
yeah.
This
No, he's
guy's,
good.
yeah,
He's good. He at least he has close counter, which a lot of archers and mages will absolutely love.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, he has close counter. His damage is insane. I'm like, terrain based. It's great. It's great. He didn't have like a strong counter because I don't think he had like a weapons class. I think I don't remember, but it was a good time. It was a good time. And I was like, I didn't realize he was top tier until people started telling me. I'm like, oh damn, you got talk to me. I'm like, yeah, why? He's like the best.
Yeah,
He's
no,
the best S tier right here.
Takumi's great. And then like in today's meta, we have a we have I forgot her name. She's a blue-haired sword lady on a Pegasus, and her sword is stupid because it's effective against infantry, and 60% of the game is infantry.
Oh
So
my
she's
gosh.
just effective against 60% of the roster, which is great.
That's crazy. See, so
Yeah.
like the reason I said like I played that for maybe a handful of months and then I dropped it. It's because a bunch of my friends during I was in uni at the time were playing
Yeah.
it, and it motivated me to keep playing because I did have a top unit until like they patched him like a
Oh yeah.
couple months later because it was like, yeah, he's a little too good. Understandable. And then Bondori, long story short, I played Bondori because of another friend, um or two friends actually. They both wanted to go to um I don't even know what it was. They just wanted me to get to play into it because Bondori has really good music in general, right? Because it's like, they
Oh
have different
yeah.
bands, great rock music in general, pop music, pop rock as well. And I was like, oh, it's a rhythm game, so it's not like you not have to. It's not just pulling. So I was like, yeah, it's cool. I'm pretty decent at rhythm games. I would say I'm like that 80th percentile where like you can see me clearing the lower level expert stuff, but you can't see me. You'll
Oh
never
yeah,
see me
yeah.
like clear super high stuff.
Super high
Yeah.
clearings,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And then yeah, those were the main two. And then I sort of just dropped, like I said, I dropped at Faye, Bondori. I was just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. You know. I don't need a pull anymore, but also because the reason because when I was playing gotcha games, those especially when I was in uni, I didn't have money, dude. I'm like, free to play feels okay. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
playing free to play for certain games is fine, but these other ones, I'm like, man, kind of sucks. Faye didn't feel like that. Faye felt fine because there weren't that many
Oh,
units to
face
pull.
fine.
At
Yeah.
the very beginning, you were fine.
Yeah.
Um, Bondori again, it's not like you need it. But you can definitely get the units you want playing free to play, getting all your dailies and weeklies in. But I'm just like, for me, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good on gotcha, guys.
Yeah.
I'm good.
For me, I right now I've been playing only two gachas.
Mm.
Limbus Company and Uma Musume.
Oh,
Um,
oh.
keep in mind, I play the JP version of Uma Musume, so I'm forced to be a free to play. Um, yeah, I'm forced to be free to
He
play
says forced.
because
He says,
yeah, yeah,
sure.
I'm forced to be a free to play on on because I have was it my account or my Google account doesn't support JP currency, so I actually can't pay to I can't pay for the stuff on Uma, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm
Never mind.
quite
You are
literally
forced. I
forced to
get
be
you.
free to play.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
I
I
am
take I
forced
take
to
back
be.
my
Yeah.
my
Uh
slander.
as for Limbus Come, I was free to play until recently. They dropped the Arknights collab and I immediately dumped like $100 into it.
Oh my god. Is that
Listen,
is that what is
what
it
airline's
airline
saying?
saying? Yeah. I
Yeah,
sent you
yeah.
$100
They
because I
said
owed you.
yeah, they
That's
sent me a
crazy.
hundred and I immediately dumped all of it into the collab because so Limbus is like notoriously pop is it it's well I wouldn't say notoriously popular. It's known in its community for being like actually pretty free to play friendly,
Hmm.
right? My Lord and Savior, Kim Ji Hoon, he he gives us like 20 polls for random things like it's the game's second 0.75th anniversary. Here's like 30 free pulls for you, right?
Hmm.
Uh except but like and everything he releases isn't limited, so you could just pull it back,
Whenever.
right?
That's pretty
There's no
nice, actually. Wow.
yeah, you can just pull it whenever, right? Um except this specific collab banner. Which let's just say Kim Ji Hoon wasn't very nice with the previous banners. He released meta units after meta units.
Oh my gosh.
Uh, right before the collab banner, so I was a bit broke on funds. That being said, 200 pulls down, and I only got
Oh
two of the
wow.
four ones.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Odds
I
wise,
can
that sucks.
no, I can spark one of them already. I can spark one of them for free.
Oh, okay.
So I really just have to pull one more.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some people who've actually like pulled was it all of the limiteds in like 60 to 100 pulls.
Oh wow.
It yeah, it really is just dependent on your luck. I mean, a 1.5% chance to pull it is not bad.
True.
My
That's true.
yeah, my pool's just bloated because I didn't bother to clean up my pool before this.
Wait, you can. What do you mean by clean? You can adjust your rate.
Uh Technically, yes. So when you're pulling for characters,
Uh huh.
specifically egos, you cannot pull duplicates of egos,
Oh, okay.
right?
So you can't play
So
dupe.
if
Okay.
you, yeah, so if you clear up your ego pool, that 1.3% from from pulling any ego, it goes up a lot more when you only have like those four egos to pull from, right?
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately for me, I pulled like 12 egos, and only two of them were the event egos. So,
Oh, gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha. Okay, makes sense. Makes. All right.
Yeah,
Well.
so my
Hmm.
pool's been like cleaned up pretty well. I just have to pray that the extra 30 pulls he gives me in the next week are gonna come in handy for me.
All right.
Right.
Well, we as many of us in the community take my energy. Yeah, take my energy. The best, the best part funny for me, because I don't play gotchas, is that
Yeah.
whether it's coincidental or it's actually luck, I I do act as a buff for my own friends, and they're like, "All
Oh,
right,
this is
let
great.
me pull for you." You know, the
This is
best.
amazing. I'll rely on you then.
No, no, no. But it's not like I'll get you on like the first pull. The funny part is I've done this like 5 different times between like two or three different friend groups of like them pulling on Discord, right? I'm like, when am I
Oh
gonna get
yeah.
this unit or when am I gonna get this item or whatever? I'm like, you'll. It's like, how many 10 pulls do you have available? And then I'll throw out a number. I'm like, all right, you'll get it on the fourth 10 pull. And then I like, dude, I've gotten right those amount of times on which 10 pull it is. It's kind of hilarious. They're like, bro, you're not just lucky, you're just predicting the future. And I'm like,
You got future
bro,
sight absolutely massive.
yeah. So that I just does it work for everyone? No, but the fact that I've called out which poll it's gonna be on is kind of insane for multiple friend groups.
Absolute.
They're like, yeah,
That's just manifesting destiny right there. You're just manifesting it.
exactly, exactly. So that's why it's just really funny. Don't actually rely on me, because if you don't get shit, and then I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't take responsibility if you don't win.
Don't worry, don't worry. If I don't win, I just go play Clover Pit.
Oh my goodness.
I love
Oh
gambling.
my god. The funny part is like half of these terms just go over my head as a non-player. I'm just like, all right, if you say so, bro. You live your life. Just don't be putting yourself
Uh,
into debt or something.
No, it's Clover Pit. Clover Pit's great. It's a game about It's a game that you play, and there's a game inside the game that's just a slot machine, and that's
Oh.
basically it. You press a button, you see the screen light up, and you become happy. You know?
It's a stimulant. It's not even like an
Yeah,
actual game technically. It's just like, oh, pretty colors, pretty lights. It makes it feel like I'm
yeah.
succeeding.
Also, you hit jackpot, and you win like 6 billion coins, and then like I don't know, you win something. It's great. It's great.
Oh my god. See, now with this as a second guest on the on cooldown, freaking now you and Lexi both gotcha enthusiasts. Oh my god. I feel like this
Of
is, I
course,
won't
of
say it's a
course.
recurring theme because it's only been two of you on here. But gosh darn it.
So
Why do you guys
gambling,
Yeah.
gambling is fun. Gambling's fun.
Oh my goodness.
I
It's
love
also just
gambling.
really funny. Like, to plug Lexi again for freaking Nikkei stream, she pulled the freaking event banner unit in like two pulls or whatever. I'm like, wow.
Holy crap, that's insane.
So there you go. But that's a good one.
That's absolutely massive for her.
Yeah. On a fresh
I
account too, which is actually insane.
Yeah, I cannot mentally handle more than like the two gotcha games I'm already playing.
Let's
Because
be
whenever
honest here. Anything more than two or three, I feel like there's an issue. I see. You know how people have like on their iPhone or their Android or whatever, they have like the folder.
yeah,
There's like 9 gotcha games. I'm like, how
nine
much?
gotcha
How many dailies do you have to do? And then you have to
too
keep track of
many.
the event banners and I'm like, nah, dog, nah. That's why.
Wait, hear me out, guys.
Okay.
For all you, okay, this is something that I've noticed recently. Freaking Clash Royale. Everyone around me has been playing. Even my dad's been playing it.
Oh yeah, one of my coworkers
Right?
asked me. I'm like, "You know Clash Royale?" I'm like, "I know of it. Why?"
Yeah, yeah. No, my friend was like, "Hey, do you have Clash?" I was like, I've played it before when it was in the early years, but I don't play it anymore." Right? The they were talking about it, right? I was like, so you're telling me that you gamble for your cards, and then you gamble for your rotation of your cards, and then you gamble your opponent's deck as well. That they don't count. That's like triple gambling in that game.
Oh my goodness, I know. Naru, hello. We're going. It's going well. Going well. Good to see you here. But the triple gamble mechanic is insane. I would
Yeah.
never. I would never. That sounds so dumb.
You gamble thrice. You gamble your sanity, and then you gamble your wallet.
Oh my god.
Right.
And then after
Uh
you still have to gamble for the fact that you have to play the game.
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh my
Uh
goodness.
uh see on the you can tell like how much I love gambling.
All right. Well,
That's
well,
how far we've got off topic.
it's no, it's still on topic. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true, that's true,
It's,
that's
we're
true.
still there. But the question is, okay, so for those who obviously you can't see our Discord, right? You just see our reactives. Freaking this guy, and I also seen him in Lexi's chat. This guy, big Uma fan, and we haven't even gotten there yet. The other gotcha that he's been mentioning, right?
Oh
Freaking
god.
this guy has an Uma Discord tag next to his
Oh yeah.
username. So
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. Oh, you're
I'm in the official Uma Musume Discord server to keep up with like all the recent news of Uma to plan out when I'm going to join global.
oh, so when the patches start catching up
Yeah,
and the
when it starts
events.
catching up,
Uh,
because the so I actually have I have like my favorite six Umas already listed down, right? And they're like, if you like, I am an absolute horse nerd when it comes to racehorses. I'm an absolute like nerd
oh, so
on
you
it.
actually know the
So
horses, like the stuff
yeah, I
before. Oh,
actually
okay.
know the horses, yeah. And so my six favorite horses are all from relatively the same era of like 1980, of the early 1980s, like 1980 to 1985-ish, right?
Okay. So then let me ask you, were you a
Yeah.
fan before they became Umas, or like because of Uma you also got deeper into it and then you liked them more? Which direction did it
Uh,
go in?
oh, so I liked horses a little bit before Umas. It's
Uh-huh.
just my love for horses sort of exploded with Umas because like they took two things that I liked a lot, which was horse and anime
Anime
girl,
girls.
and then they
Yeah.
combined it, and I was like, holy shit, right? So then I started like deep diving into it. Like before it was a very surface thing where it was like, oh, horses are cool, you know about this horse?
Mhm.
Right? And then I started deep diving into like horse lore after that. Right?
Uh-huh. Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
it both started off a little bit of each. Okay, and then just combined.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm very fond of horse girls. Yep. My favorite one is Tatsuragi Ace.
Tatsuragi. I don't know
The
which one that is.
yeah.
So,
She only has two grade 1 stakes win. But her biggest win was being the first Japanese racehorse to ever win the Japan Cup, right?
oh, okay.
Uh, so that was like absolutely massive for Ace. And of course, because I like Ace, I like the other five horses that that had their career shaped around her as well. Mr. CB, you guys obviously know a Symboli Rudolph,
You say
and
obviously.
Maruzensky.
I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't. I know Maruzensky. That's only because my friend
Yeah.
pulled her while she was streaming in Discord.
Maruzensky, and Symboli Rudolph, Mejiro Ramonu, and of course, the Ikemen Joshi of the Showa 6, Sirius Symboli. Um, which is curious about Ikuben Joshi, right?
Hmm.
I was like searching deeper into the tag because I found this funny manga that I was reading where it's basically a cross-dressing girl and a cross-dressing guy start dating each other, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
a very, very nice romance, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I was like flabbergasted, right, at how at the Ikemen Joshi tag and what the two different translations it gave, right? One is handsome woman, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Right.
the other one is handsome man with girl parts.
Also understandable. As someone who
Yeah.
knows basic Japanese and culture, I can see how both of those can be interpreted.
Yeah. I was like so flabbergasted when I saw the second one because I was like, wow, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, but damn. Uh,
Oh man. All right. All
but
right.
yeah,
So then okay, so that's your like your favorite 6, but if you had to pick
yeah.
just one, who is it?
This one,
Specific. Well, okay,
absolute
okay, hold on.
Katsuragi Ace.
Tatsuragi. Okay. So that is that like
Yeah.
overall for both in game and historical or just
Yeah, in
okay.
game and historically, I absolutely adore Katsuragi
All
Ace.
right. All right.
Just because they're so inspiring, I guess is the word
Mhm.
is the way to put it, right? Um, because they basically have, I wouldn't call it Ogre's story. It wouldn't be Ogre's story, right?
Mm.
But it's very similar to Ogre. Whereas they instead of like roaring in the scene with like a winning streak, Katsuragi Ace was always second fiddle to Mr. CB, right? In fact, they were sort of made fun of, and they were called the trial horse
Mhm.
because of their was it their streak? And pretty much the entire thing with Katsuragi Ace is that they're this countryside horse without a very strong lineage, and they still manage to win against the world's best horses at the time, right? And they also opened up Japan to the international stage of horse racing,
Mhm.
proving that Japanese trained and bred horses can compete with American and
With
European
American,
horses.
right, right.
Yeah,
Because that was always
because
like a thing, right?
yeah, because prior to Katsuragi Ace's win,
Mhm.
they held 3 Japan Cups prior to that, right?
Mhm. Okay.
And they lost all of them, right? Uh, all of them lost. And basically, for the 1984 Japan Cup, uh, everyone's eyes was on the two Triple Crown racehorses that were racing from Japan, which was Mr. CB and not Sirius, Symboli Rudolph, right?
Mhm.
So Katsuragi Ace was like, I believe he was 11th favorite to win out of 16 different horses, and he managed to pull out a victory by like a length
Oh wow.
against like against everyone, which is absolutely massive for Japan at the time,
That is pretty much
right?
being 11th and
Yeah,
winning by a decent margin too. Oh,
yeah.
oh wow.
And then next year is just CB and Ace retired in 1985, which is where Rudolph's win came in, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
In the Japan Cup.
That's
Uh,
crazy though.
which is also pretty cool about Katsuragi Ace, because that's another thing that I like about him a lot.
Mhm.
Uh, the Katsuragi Ace is the only horse to have an even record against 2 Triple Crown racehorses. Uh, out of 8 starts, Katsuragi Ace has won 4 starts against Mr. CB, right?
Wow.
And out of 2 starts, Katsuragi Ace won once hmm, against Symboli Rudolph.
Wow.
who were
Okay. Okay.
yeah, so they were pretty big names, pretty big racehorse names, and I absolutely adore Ace uh the most
Well,
for
there.
that.
Well, there you go. If anyone ever needs to get this man some Uma merch, it's Tatsuragi.
Yeah,
do,
Katsuragi Ace.
do you have merch or like things about it as a big Uma and racehorse fan? Because like obviously
uh
modern merch doesn't exist for a horse that raced 40 years ago,
yeah,
versus like
unfortunately,
actual Uma stuff.
yeah,
So
unfortunately Katsuragi Ace doesn't have much merch in the ways of it. And the merch he does have is it's all scalpers.
of
So
course, of course.
yeah, so I'm not buying from scalpers, right?
Hmm.
Um Hopefully if they do another winning live with Ace, I'll be able to get my hands on some merch, right?
Hmm.
But some other merch that I think would be fun is obviously Oguri Cap.
Hmm.
Love that horse. The first Miracle Race horse and the second Idol horse. Absolutely amazing.
Ogre
Um,
Cam. I know have I
yeah,
got a couple
Oguri
friends
Cap.
that's their favorite as
Yeah,
well. So
Oguri's nice. Her story is absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, because I already know how her career was it how his career goes, I've essentially spoiled the entire story of Cinderella Grey for myself.
oh
Right.
man. I
Uh,
just
that's that's the, that's the one thing about being a nerd in the horses. Because I know the entire story of like most of the horses.
mhm.
The I've essentially spoiled their entire character arcs for myself.
That makes sense because
Oh,
you're just like, all right, they're pretty good at
yeah,
keeping it historically accurate for the races too.
yeah.
So it makes
It's super cool
sense.
to look. It's super
Yeah.
cool to look at,
Oh man.
and I'm super happy with all of was it with how they're doing it.
Hmm.
Right. The oh god, speak. Okay. Outside of horses though, outside of horses,
Hmm.
um, we should probably get on topic with the casting.
I was just gonna let you go, dog. I'm like,
Yeah. No,
I
no,
don't want to
you're
take you
good.
off off your groove talking about your
No, no,
favorite horse.
I could go like another hour talking about the Showa top six and like
Okay.
how they affected like Japan's horse racing scene. Uh, but a little spiel for those who are more into like horses, like uh today's horses.
Hmm.
Um, the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe is happening quite soon, and Japan is sending by far their strongest roster yet, and they have four racehorses to show for it. So you guys could definitely check that out. I know I am. I know I am.
Yeah, we'll see how many actual people that horse Uma's brought over to actual horse racing. Because
No, have you
I know some
the
people do
Indonesia
get
Triple
into it.
Crown?
Hmm.
Yeah, have you seen the Indonesia Triple Crown? It was massive. I think last year they had like 1,000 concurrent viewers. And then this year it shot up to like 30,000 on the like they sold out their tickets on the field,
Oh
right?
yeah,
And
I
then they had
saw.
like
Yeah.
100 to 50,000 people watching online, which is absolutely massive. So Uma's done some wonders for the horse racing community.
Yeah, I saw that. They even had like the Uma event himself, or like people cosplayers running,
Yeah,
doing
no,
the. I saw that.
I want to watch. I want to like get on YouTube and watch that because it looks super fun. I know
Oh
at
my
the
goodness.
con that I went to, the AniCon,
Hmm.
um, there was an Uma meetup, and I got to do like I got to be a mini announcer for for the racers,
Oh,
which
nice,
was super fun.
nice, nice. Well, there it
Yeah,
is. That's gonna be
that was
something
super fun.
something to look out for, because it's like not only just like to look for, because I feel like it when something gets culturally big, especially in anime, it gets pretty big. There's like a huge wave. Like you can statistically
Oh
follow
yeah.
it. Like you said, the Uma one. I know the other big one that I know of was volleyball and Haikyuu,
Oh
where
yeah, Haikyuu and
like
volleyball. That
players
one
in
was
players high schoolers in Japan multiplied by like 5 to 8 times the
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
year it came out. I'm like, oh my goodness. So
That was it was pretty massive. The
yeah.
was it all the new stuff that they're bringing out?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm finding it super super fun to see new people like get invested into all the horses and stuff,
Hell yeah.
right? And
Exactly.
then like they it was that they like, oh, what's this horse's story? And then I just info dump them. uh,
Yeah.
right?
I, that's what I just love. Like, I know yours like definitely the Uma part, but for me, I definitely
Yeah.
I enjoy like people getting into it because of the anime or the manga or whatever. Like,
Oh yeah.
I know there was like the one what was it Onigai Muscle people got into working out. I'm like, man, that's a good one.
Working out.
Onigai Muscle was a good one.
I
What
love dumbbell non Kiro Moteru.
what else? What else is there? I, some niche ones like Yoapeda was the biking one. I know some people that
Yeah.
one was harder to get into. I know people got into people who Kuriko was the big one,
Yeah, Kuroko
and
basket.
Ace of
I
Diamond. Well, that was
know.
one of my favorite sports as
Yeah, I
well.
know some of my friends. I introduced them to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and what ended up happening was it they were like, "Yo, I gotta get ripped like this JoJo person."
Oh, I was gonna
They
say, I was like, did they
started.
get into fashion? I was like, because I know a lot of people also get into fashion because of JoJo too.
Yeah, no,
So
they got into like working out and fashion and
that's
stuff,
pretty good.
and then
That's pretty
they
good.
started doing like poses as well. And I was like, "Yo,
That's pretty
I
good.
don't know, I don't know whether I regret this or not."
Yeah. I just what else like
Yeah.
there's other niche ones.
Uh,
I forgot it was it the girls who camp. That one got people into camping
oh
a
yeah,
little
Yuru
bit.
Camp. Yeah, I got a little bit
Um
into camping.
trying to think
Uh,
of some other niche ones that aren't as big cuz obviously all the sports ones got their own sports thing.
yeah,
But
they got
mm,
absolutely massive.
yeah. What's the other ones I'm trying to think of? I can't remember. That is I'm trying to think of one that isn't sports related. So, yeah. All right, well,
Not sports relating.
that's okay. I
It's
think
kind of hard for those ones,
it is,
right?
but people get
I
into
didn't.
it.
Oh, you know what? That there is one. I forgot the name of it though. But you know, there's. I only remember his special move, and he is the Dark Flame Dragon.
What the heck?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know where that's from.
It's the one with like the short girl with the eye patch, right?
I don't think I've watched this series.
Ah, basically, it got a bunch of people into like eighth grade syndrome, where
Oh
it's like,
wow.
ah, they're like, ah, the seal on my right hand is calling to me.
Oh, fucking Chuninbyo? Chuninbyo?
Yes, Chunibyo,
Yeah,
Chunibyo.
that one. That's what you meant. Yeah,
Yeah.
freaking Chunies. That's what you meant.
I
I was
know,
like, I
I
don't.
know that was a huge boom.
Yeah,
That
that's a
a
good one. That's
huge boom.
that is definitely a cultural thing. You're right. You're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
that I found that one really funny. In fact, I got into it as well. Like when I started making was it God, that was so long ago. Because of that show,
Hmm.
like me and my friend would make like sort of mini fantasy worlds we'd play in, right? Like sort of like fanfics kind of, and we'd have OCs in them. And they'd all be like super edgy and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, it
Oh
was super
man,
fun.
that's funny. I mean, are there any other than those that we've already listed that you got into because of anime? Any hobbies? Because I was
Any
one of those
hobby?
people that got into like volleyball active for a summer because of Haikyuu. I was
Yeah.
playing in like open gym games and like meeting new people. It was a good time when that happened.
So anime? I
Anime
actually got
or any other
into
manga stuff like that.
I
So
got into MMOs because of Log Horizon.
oh, that's a good one. That is a good
Yeah.
one.
I
Uh,
actually got really sad when the third season got canceled halfway.
Aw.
It was getting really good, and then it just didn't. And I was like, God damn.
Yeah, people ended up it
Apparently,
started slowing down for
yeah.
the rest of the common
Apparently,
crowd.
according to official sources, there's like three unreleased volumes of light novels, which I would have loved to read.
Oh wow.
They're like finished as well, by the way. They're just not released. Huh.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm glad you got into that one too. It's like I watched season
Yeah,
1 and season 2. I never watched season 3 because it took a while to come out. Um,
yeah.
so
Season
then
one, season two were absolutely peak.
it was.
They were so peak.
I'm also probably the reason
If
why they got
yeah.
canceled because I stopped watching. Oh man.
The
Uh,
I it got me like a lot into MMOs, and then I started playing things like League because of it.
oh no.
Yeah.
That was the reason you got into League? Oh jeez.
Yeah. When I got into League as well, Airline, he was like he was telling me like what roles to play, right? And what characters there were. He was
Mhm.
like, "This character is the worst character in the game." I was like, "Perfect. That's the one for me." It's like this character is like absolute garbage. Like F tier garbage. If you
F
play
tier
this character,
garbage.
if you play this character, you're basically throwing the entire game. I was like, "Sounds perfect."
Oh my god. And who is it? Which is a character?
Initially it was Kindred.
Oh,
At like
okay.
in the really early seasons, it was Kindred, right?
Mhm. Okay.
And then after that, Kindred got better in the meta, so I dropped
Oh
the.
my god, this guy is a freaking low tier abuser. What the hell?
No, because hear
Oh
me out,
my
right? If you
gosh.
play the low tiers, nobody knows what they do, so nobody knows how to play against you. They just know this character is garbage, not the reasons why they're garbage.
If you say so. I mean, I
Right?
understand that as a Smash player, like Smash Brothers player, I'm like I play mid tier. So I'm just like, but
Yeah,
Smash doesn't get patched like that. So
yeah. In the most recent years,
Airline was like, this guy's a fraud. I just said they're hard to play.
yeah, but hard also pretty much means bad. I mean, I was starting out in League, and I decided, yeah, I'm going to play a jungler that has an ability that doesn't let anybody die, and they're an ADC jungler as well, so they have no sustain
Oh man, that's
against a
true.
meta, against like an invade heavy meta as well.
That's okay. What season was that? Do you remember?
Um, God, maybe season. What season did I start in Airline? Was it like season seven, season six-ish? I don't know. I saw a lot of Warwicks, and it was pretty bad for me.
I mean, but
A
it's
lot
also
of
for
Warwicks and
hard.
a lot of Nest
I
AEs.
was gonna say it's also hard for me to judge because it's like you can tell me the
Yeah.
meta, but then if I don't know what rank you're playing in, because the rank also can determine the meta of
Oh
what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
playing in. Season 11.
Season
Okay,
11? Was
okay,
it 11?
but not too long ago, so that's fair. But that's interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
so then question for you then.
Yes.
So now that we're talking about League, and now we'll transition this into casting, right? So
Oh yeah, yeah.
you've been playing League, say around 2020, so maybe like 5-ish years,
Yeah,
5.5
around
at
around
most.
2020-ish. Yeah.
So you got in during COVID time. Log Horizon got you into there. Um,
Yeah.
for you, what got you into like recently casting? Then, well, we'll start off
Oh,
there. So we'll get into the casting
Airline
side.
Yeah, so pretty much airline was like, yo, Min needs casters. You want to cast together? I was like, I'm down to cast together. So we signed up for casting. And then that was basically it, right?
Okay.
Uh, uh, airline hasn't casted much with me recently though. And but like I've done it when like Min just needs extra people to cast, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, you don't have anyone else? Sure, I'll cast for you. And then I cast for him.
That was that last year's, right?
Yeah, I think that was that was last year's, the first time I casted.
Okay. Outside of that, have you casted much, or is it really just whenever like Min needs
Absolutely
somebody
not.
needs?
Yeah, it's whenever Min needs someone,
Okay.
when I cast.
Yeah, good guy Hakon right here, filling in
Yeah, yeah.
whenever Min needs someone because God knows I'm busy and I can't cast everything.
Uh,
So
no, I've been busy too. Classes and like college has been kicking my ass. Like all
nice.
the I decided to take all my I decided to get the hard stuff over with,
Mm-hmm.
and I took like all the hard classes this semester.
Oh, nice. Well, I
Uh,
mean, it's out of the
yeah,
way now, right?
yeah, it's out of the way. Next semester is literally just it's just electives and stuff.
Okay,
That's all I have
nice.
to do. Yeah.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Good job. Good job making it through.
Right, and the pretty much all I need, or well, all I want to do like from this point on is like slowly ease my way into like casting a little bit more often,
hmm
and maybe, mayhaps, possibly, not 100%, maybe start like streaming little games for myself, right?
Okay, okay. That's good though.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a good place to get started because it's like for
yeah.
you, did you have interest before airline was like, "Hey, do you want to cast or anything?" Or do you have any
Uh,
was that on your radar at all?
it was like on my radar, but more of like a passing thought where it was like it would be fun to do it,
Mhm.
but I'll probably like do it and then drop it, right?
Right, right. It's like, "Oh, like I'm just going to do it for the
Yeah.
one time type of
I
thing."
would do it
But
for the one time, and now it's become more of like a hobby,
okay,
right?
okay. No, I get you. That's cool though. I mean, so you got into it and you done like the Marvel Rivals recently. You did the League one
Yeah.
time. Are there any other games that you would think you would like want would you want to continue those games or would you want to like branch out to something you're more
Yeah,
familiar with?
I'd love to continue casting for those games. I mean, I've dropped League recently, so because I got too busy for it.
Mhm.
So I'm not caught up with the entire League meta, but for some games, I definitely love the cast for them. Like if Min ever decides to do some stupid Mage Arena tournament,
Mage Arena. Oh no.
yeah,
I don't even know how that would work as a casting. There's no spectator. There's no spectator built in for that.
just I don't know, just go on like a neutral team and then be like, I'm the king of the castle.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I'm just an observer.
Yeah, you hear fireball in the distance. Oh, it sounds like someone casting fireball.
I as I see a magic missile fly across the field, it will find its mark and land some for some big damage. Oh
Yeah,
my
I'd
goodness.
love to see something like Mage Arena. Um, I've sunk most of my hours into Apex when it comes to gaming.
Oh, so your Apex plays well.
Uh,
Nice.
yeah, I dropped it like 4 or 5 seasons ago. Uh, and then I picked it back up during the the Revenant Zombie event.
I do not, but go on.
Basically, what they did was that they made the equivalent of COD zombies on Apex, right?
Oh, okay.
Except you play this character. You play Revenant, and all the zombies are Revenant, right?
Oh.
and they brought back Titanfall 2 movement for it, which made me
Oh.
fall in love with it.
Oh goodness.
Huh. Yeah, and then they removed it, and it got me really sad. I can't wait for Titanfall 3 to come out. It's never happening.
All right. All right. Well, so in your opinion, for someone who's played Apex on and off, um, do you think Apex is hard to cast? Like, I don't know if you ever watched like
Uh,
the was it Apex ACS, whatever it's called?
yeah, the ALS.
ALS, there you go.
Uh, I think I think Apex at in the first few circles is actually pretty boring to cast because nothing goes on.
Right,
You'll
because
have a
everyone
skirmish here or
they'll
there.
have like,
Yeah,
oh,
cause
it's a POI,
yeah,
everyone just looting and stuff like that.
yeah,
Okay.
because like the way the tournaments work is that you have to select your POI,
Mm-hmm.
right? And each team gets a different POI,
Right, right.
basically, right? So you're guaranteed to not fight another team when you drop, right? So
Right.
it makes the first few rounds a bit boring because nobody's doing anything but looting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but once you start getting into the third circle, and everyone's like starting to be able to tell where the circle's heading, and everyone starts rotating, that's when it gets fun because then you have like five teams shooting at each other.
That's that just sounds like regular gameplay to me.
Yeah, you have like you have like five teams shooting at each other and blasting everywhere. So I think Apex, casting it,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably gonna be boring for like the first 6 to 10 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
but once you get into the third circle, it'll start going by fast, and everyone will start fighting and dying. Huh. Right.
Get you. I mean, would you say that works? That isn't somewhat the same for like, let's say, League, because it's like past champion select. It's like, oh, everyone's just farming. I mean, it's just like just as a
Yeah.
question to you because you've casted League
Um,
before,
yeah, for
so
League, I do agree that the first few minutes are actually it depends entirely on the support that's picked. Let me put it out there. Depending on the support that's picked, you're
Mhm.
either going to have a very boring laning phase or a very exciting one.
Okay,
Huh, right? Because enchanters, you just sit back and nothing's gonna happen, right?
right.
But when we start seeing my favorites like Nautilus and Blitzcrank and Thresh, and then we get like all hell breaks loose in the bot lane, and it's just perma fighting. Someone's like a centimeter out of position. Ooh boy, they're dead now.
I like how it's like you don't care about any other lane, just the support, just bottom lane.
Well, because what are you gonna do in mid? Everyone plays safe in mid.
Yeah, I
No one
don't.
does anything in mid. You pick Yone or you don't.
Yeah, Yone is your trigger for mid fights. Okay, that's
Yeah, you pick
fair.
Yone or no fight. Because what are you gonna do with Vex? So you're like, look, you're gonna clear the wave of the back and then do the same thing,
True.
right?
True. Oh
Like
man.
that's what you get for having a 30-second cooldown on your ultimate. Top lane. Top lane's just a hedge. They have like a mutual agreement not to like screw around with each other,
Yeah, it's either one.
right?
It's either being on an island the whole time, or one guy's just dominating the whole thing. So
Yeah,
yeah.
top lane, typically there's a mutual agreement going on there that top lanes are like they're either perma fighting or they're
Hmm.
just or they're minding their own business.
Right.
Unless there's Bard and then Bard does Bard things
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
top lane and top lane like all hell breaks loose when there's a Bard up there, right? Ah, speaking of Bard, I love Polypuff. I love Polypuff.
Polypuff?
I
What?
yeah. He's a Korean bard support main, and I've been
Oh,
like
okay.
watching him a lot,
I'm like, I don't know who that
right?
is. Never heard of him. So
Yeah. He played this entire tournament just to grief a single person on the enemy team. It was like
holy
yeah, it was absolutely amazing.
wow. What a What a way for them to be petty. Well, that's crazy.
It was one of my favorite things that I've ever seen. Like imagine playing your heart out in a tournament
Hmm.
just so you could perma invade their jungler as a 5-man.
Oh my goodness.
Bro decided to lose the entire tournament just to make one person's life a living hell. Huh.
That
I
sounds
I find
insane.
that amazing. I find that amazing. The amount of dedication you need for that is beautiful.
And to be good enough to pull it off too.
Oh yeah, to be good enough to pull it off as well. That's gotta be insane.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
Man.
but yeah,
There you go. So that's what was it? Puff who? Was her name?
Polypuff,
Polypuff.
Polypuff.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right, then
Huh.
continuing on with like the casting question stuff, right? So other than that, like you want to practice more. For you, would you ever I don't know if you got thrown into whether like you were stuck with airline, whether who's doing like play by play or doing color or what is it? What would you want to do more if you wanted to focus on a type of casting?
Oh, I'd love to do like yeah. Be, I don't know what it's called exactly, but I love to cast as the things happen,
Got it.
right?
So like yeah, that's the play by play. It's like oh, it's the
Yeah,
hype action stuff. Whereas the color is like oh, the more analytical stuff. You take your time
yeah,
to explain, or the you can still hype up stuff even like post after the play and stuff like that. So
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, most
okay.
of my experience is like I was it in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I do like was it I'm just like shouting what's happening and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And then after that, I do a small analytical thing where it's like, oh yeah, they played this well because blah blah blah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. But yeah, that's mainly how I do it. Oh my god, I'm like scrolling through my Steam right now, right? And
Mm-hmm.
oh, Min, you should totally do a Lob Corp speedrun tournament, you know? Cough, cough, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Again, I don't
Um,
know what that is, but okay. I like it. You're just gonna ask Min.
uh, I put, God, how do I say it? Management simulator from hell is
Oh,
the best way I can explain it.
oh gosh.
If you like having a good time, I hope you don't.
Oh my goodness. What a way to explain that.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. Not pretty tough. It's really hard. I've like mentally exploded from the game like several times.
Oh
Huh,
man.
yeah.
That's a I hope I don't think that would be good for our players if we were to have people on.
No, no. Listen, they just lose their sanity, and we get a good laugh.
Oh my
And we get a good
goodness.
laugh. I mean,
Oh.
okay. A part of the reason why I'm struggling so hard is because I want to do it deathless.
Mhm.
Um, this is a game where you're supposed to be okay with everyone dying.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you're supposed to be okay with throwing people into a meat blender and their meat. And sometimes you throw rocks at the meat blender, but mostly just meat,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
Uh the problem is I don't want to, right? I just
Uh-huh.
want everyone to live because I got attached to them.
Mhm.
So it's pretty tough for me to progress because it's like, oh, someone died. Guess I'm restarting.
Okay. I get you. I
Right.
get you. All
Huh.
right. All right. Well, that's interesting as a game. I like how you're just plugging this game. I'm like, there's no context other than you're just like, you just like this
Yeah.
game. You just want to see people
No,
play
I just
it.
want to listen. I suffered, so they have to as well.
You're bringing everyone else down is insane just for the sake of putting that for an XCOM tournament. Man, I guarantee you, if you can somehow organize it yourself, Min will help you. Min will throw an XCOM
I
on it and be like, all right, well, fine, we'll do it. But yeah, I don't think if he's never played it, he can organize it. So you gotta help him.
I
That's on
suffered,
you.
so everyone has to as well. I need people to suffer for my entertainment.
Oh no. Is this the real reason why you got into casting? Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this guy doesn't love it for the game, dude. He loves it for the pain. Oh no. Now I'm like, do we really want to bring you back on? Do we
Of course, of course, of course. Of course you
Oh,
do. You need someone who relishes in people's some people's suffering is most other people's enjoyment, you know? So like you gotta get someone who enjoys it even more.
man.
So people have a prime example of how to enjoy watching it, you know?
I mean, that's one thing, for me as a caster, I'm I'm the opposite. I don't like seeing people suffer because it's not enjoyable. I'm just like,
Huh.
uh,
No, I personally enjoy like super close fights. I hate watching people get rolled. It feels bad, right?
yeah. I mean, like that
But
is
like
that's too.
I
Mhm.
still have to try and hype everything up, right?
Of
So it's
course,
like,
that's the job. That's exactly. But I'm like,
yeah, it's the
maybe it's because
job.
I don't see, not say gameplay isn't like that, but like suffering is like, uh, I guess not the best word because I guess it's competitive
That's
players.
true.
You know,
That's
it's like
true.
there's always some. There's don't say always. Majority of the time there
I
is
don't.
integrity to
Yeah,
it, but it's like,
being
yeah,
steamrolled is the apt way to put it.
yeah, because where's there's that, right? But I feel like versus like a PVE is more okay because like it's
Oh
testing
yeah,
someone's skill. PvP, I'm like, yeah, that's not fun. I feel like that's
yeah.
not
No,
fun for anybody.
PvP's
So
yeah, it's rough in PvP. It's super rough.
yeah. Oh man. But it's like that's I think that's why it's also fun when we had like the I think it's the repo tournaments and those games for
Oh
XCOM. It's
yeah,
like, oh, it's like people are still having fun even though they're just getting wrecked. So
yeah, because it's all about you're just testing your skill, right? You're not up
yeah.
against like there's no pressure on you to do exceptionally well against someone else, right? You just gotta do enough. You gotta do enough and win.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Well, well, at least we now know your motivation for casting, and now
Yep.
as technically one of the heads of casting excellent, I'm like, all right, make a note. Hakan likes watching people suffer.
Whoa, whoa,
Makes it hype at
whoa,
least.
whoa.
At
At
least
least
he
makes
makes
it
it hype.
hype.
At least makes it hype. And then airline said, "That's such a lie. When we play fighting game for half an hour and you were manhandling, you're so giddy." But I mean,
Whoa, 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 whoa. Listen, I was teaching you how to play. I was actually playing handicapped. That I had to like rebind everything because I usually play that game on a controller where it's meant to be played, right?
okay.
Um, 'Cause I actually can't play some fighting even though I usually play on a hitbox. Most people was it some fighting games I genuinely cannot use a hitbox for. It's like
Okay.
impossible for me to play it. Specifically the fast-paced ones, right?
Got you.
So I was like omega handicapped for that because
Damn,
I had to rebind everything and then I had to figure out all my all my combo routes from scratch.
dang. And he's airline still saying that you're having a good time just beating him up.
Huh. Well, I was having a good time showing him like funny combo routes. Uh, as in the fighting game we played. every character has a touch of death, which is really funny, right?
I don't.
Uh,
What does that mean?
oh, touch of death. Basically, touch of death is a fighting game term for when you were able to make someone go from 100% to 0% in a true combo.
That doesn't sound like a balanced game to me. I'm gonna be really honest.
Ev-
That doesn't sound like a very balanced game at all to me. That sounds kind of
uh,
for a fighting game. That sounds really bad.
so every character has a specific combo. It's a super hyper specific combo route that you have to be like frame perfect for in order to do a touch of death, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there are also like certain conditions you need to fulfill for the touch of death as well, like having X amount of meter or like having these specific supports, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
Uh that being said, yeah, I was playing a meta team against him, so my bad. I was playing all the DLC characters with all the best frame data.
Oh my gosh.
Huh.
Meta slave. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. I joke. I joke.
It's how you have to rank up. It's how you rank up. I can't help it.
Meta slave. He is a meta slave. He admitted it to how I'm ranking up. Nah, dude. You be like me. Mid tiers. Mid tiers. I
I
joke. I
can
joke.
play mid tiers, but the mid tiers are like so atrociously bad. So
Then
we're
what?
talking
I like how
like
they're like you say mid tiers, but they're bad. That I feel like again, this sounds like a game issue.
well, it's more of a skill issue on my part because the with the mid tiers they actually take skill to play because it's not like all their moves come out like 5 frames faster than everyone else and reach half screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, the mid tiers they have pretty decent frame data and stuff, but it's not exceptional frame data. Like for example, one of the characters I main, they have a 2M, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or well, a down medium essentially, right?
Mm-hmm.
That reaches half screen as like 8 frames, right? And then you compare it with a mid tier who has the same thing but it's 12 frames, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like, well, obviously I'm gonna choose the 8 frame one.
Just
It comes out faster and it's safe. It's safe on block.
oh no.
Right.
The good frame data. I hate the good frame data.
Yeah, like it's the good frame data, right? Uh, and then there's the other fighting game I play, Guilty Gear Strive. I main the most masochistic character you could ever play in the game because so their entire gimmick is gotcha. They play a gotcha game in a fighting game,
That
which means their
sounds
damage
uh-huh.
their damage is super inconsistent and their combo routes are also super inconsistent.
Wow.
So
What a
yeah, you
character.
have
I didn't even know a character like that
yeah,
existed, but wow.
yep, it's like pretty bad. The worst part is that they're technically the tankiest and squishiest character at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because in order to unlock their high damage combo routes, you have to spend their resource, which is also their HP bar.
What?
So, yeah, so you have yeah, yeah. That's right. In order to deal big damage, you have to kill yourself.
Wow. What a mechanic that is.
Yep, it's great. They're great. I mean, in exchange, they take literally no damage. When they get hit
Mm-hmm.
until they do, which is a bad thing because they have like the lowest damage. Like usually, right? When you get into low health on a fighting game, you get this thing called guts, which reduces the amount of damage you take, right?
Okay.
This guy, for some reason, takes increased damage instead. So not only are you killing yourself in order to use your resource, you are actively dealing more you're like, actively letting your opponent deal more damage to you if they get your hands on you, which is
Wow.
pretty
That's
bad.
that is yeah, that's interesting. So
In exchange, you can throw like, I don't know, 15 cubes at the opponent, and instead of role playing as a power fantasy, they role play as a victim, which is great.
all right.
Huh, yeah.
Well, that's again, as someone who doesn't play traditional fighting games, all of this is just nuance to me. It's
Yeah.
nuanced mechanics. I'm just like,
Do you play Smash?
I only play Smash, non-traditional,
Okay.
platformer fighting
Uh,
games. So,
essentially, imagine Samus
uh-huh.
always had her max charged projectile, and it was just always at max charge.
But
That is
but
basically that
why?
is basically the character.
but
And
why?
like every time they use that max charge projectile, they take like 5%.
What?
Yeah, that's basically the character.
Okay, that's all right. All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. That's basically the character. That's the best way to explain it, right? And like every time they use that max charge projectile, the type of projectile it changes. So like sometimes it will be a Richter Belmont axe throw.
That's all right. Well, it's okay. You don't have
Yep.
to you don't have to explain it anymore because I'm not gonna be playing that character any. Not even playing the game in general, anyways. So, I mean
It's
that's
great.
fine.
It's great. It's great. I love mashing buttons. I love rolling my face on my keyboard and seeing big numbers fly towards the screen.
Of
Huh.
course, as we all do,
Yeah.
as many of us do, similar to like Monster Hunter. It's like, do you want to see big numbers? Do you want to see a bunch of small
I
numbers? I don't
love
know.
Monster
So
Hunter.
yeah,
Oh my god. I haven't played it recently, which
yeah. I
sucks.
haven't played since
I should
like
play
the
it more.
first big patch, so I haven't touched that game out in a long
Yeah,
time.
me too.
Like 6 months ago, whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, it's all good. It's all good.
It's all good.
Well, I mean, as far as this episode goes, we'll start wrapping it up. I mean, Hakon, what are
Oh
some other
yeah.
stuff that you want to touch upon before we end up the episode? Obviously, we're just going off about whatever at this
Yeah,
point.
we're just talking about whatever.
So I don't know. Up to you,
Hmm,
dude. Up to you. We got like 10-ish minutes
absolutely,
left.
yeah. I got no clue if you want to end it early. I'm down to. I got like I'm just talking about whatever at this point.
All good, all good.
Huh,
I don't know. Do you have any
yeah.
questions for me? Other or
Oh
things you want to
yeah.
ask me about?
You gotta
Otherwise, we can
for
end it. It's up to you.
huh. You know, for casting specifically,
Yeah.
do you have like what's your advice as head caster? Like what advice do you got? Like in general.
I like how I said that, like headcaster. It's not because like
Yeah.
I'm fucking like a god of casting. It's just like I just been here the longest.
No, no,
And that's it.
you're clearly you're on the same casting tier as medic.
Oh my
Yep.
god. I
I
appreciate
put
that.
you on the same casting tier as medic.
Oh wow. I appreciate that. Your kind words. Um for me, I think depending on so like like I asked you how there's two routes, right? So there's
Yeah.
the play by play where it's like you want to be the hype, the excited one. I do that, and like similar to you, I still do the analytical stuff because I used to cast alone
Oh yeah, yeah.
before I started having like co-casters or like a team of people that I used to cast with. Um I think the first, I mean, obviously you have to be decent enough at the game to know what's going on. I think that's always a good foundation. Um,
Yeah.
because it's like it's hard to cast a game where you don't know what you're talking about, without sounding kind of dumb. So again, that's just a foundation for it. And then I think if you want to do analytical stuff, I think what's important is always looking at the bigger picture of why uh players are doing certain things, like why they choose a certain character, why they move a certain way. Like Apex, it's like why they're rotating the certain way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
League objective timers, like what the bigger macro play is. Um, where because technically, if you know why they're doing it, the hype part can come after the fact, right? Like, or
Okay.
especially if you have a co-caster that's going to be doing it. So, like, if you can point out something that brings impact to the viewer and like understanding or stuff like that, then I think that brings great value as a color slash analyst, because it's like if you what you're saying is should be correct and because of your game knowledge, then I'm like, oh, the not only does the viewer understand that, but if you're right on predicting on what the players are gonna do, then it makes it even cooler because it's like, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Oh yeah.
That's what I like. I'm just like, oh yeah, he knows the game. He knows the game. Um,
Oh yeah, that's the guy
yeah,
I can talk to.
yeah, and then play by
Yeah.
play, I think the not only is like being able to speak fast and get the emotions, because it's like always a mixing up tempo. That's how I cast,
Oh
because
yeah.
I always mix up tempo, mix up the emotions in how I cast, because how I cast is actually, wouldn't say completely different from how I talk normally, because I do the way I emphasize certain words and syllables is definitely very different from how I speak normally. Because I speak
Yeah.
very casually, where I lock in for play by play.
I
Um,
see, I see.
and then but that's like a mentality thing, where I think play by play, what makes something really cool, um to be better at casting, is knowing the smaller finer details. So let's say League of Legends, right? It's like, oh, they're gonna throw out
Yeah.
the E or Q. You can just say like what key the ability's name is on, right? Or like the ulti.
Oh yeah.
But what adds that extra layer of flavor and texture to a cast is knowing the ability names, right? So it adds, it's
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah.
um example would be, or like the colloquial names of things, where it's like if you're playing Ornn, right? It's like, oh, you can just like, oh, the Ornn is ulting, versus saying, oh, here comes Ornn with the call of the Forge God. It's like it adds that extra layer to it, where, oh,
That little bit of oomph.
yeah, yeah. And then that, just knowing stuff like that, or let's say Valorant or Marvel Rivals. Like Marvel Rivals, I didn't cast, like technically that was only like my second time casting for the
Oh
last
yeah.
one we did. But for me, even knowing, okay, I know these characters are going to be in meta, so I'm going to learn the ultimate names for these characters because they're most likely going to be
Oh yeah.
played. These are the ones that are going to be important to look out for. Um, so it's like, always studying ability names every now and again, whether it's like, quizzing yourself, going on to like the the game's websites, because they'll have all the ability names, or just watching pro play, because with like their professional casters, because they'll say the ability names too, and that's why they're
Oh,
professionals,
I see, I see.
right? So it's like the more you hear the same ability and you see it on screen, not only as a player, but you'll also, as a caster, you'll be able to associate it now. And then when you see it on a cast yourself, for me, you'll instinctually refer back to it in your memory, and you're like, oh right, that's what they called it in the cast, so that's what I'm gonna call it. Um, so
I
just more
see.
like association with it. So yeah, 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 yeah. Other than that, it's just practice, man. Practice always. I used to. For you said you're like, oh, you've been casting for a long
Yeah.
time. Uh, I've been casting for a lot longer than people have actually realized, because most people know me from XCOM. XCOM's only been here for what, 2.5 years, 2.5,
Yeah.
maybe
For
3. So
XCOM hasn't been here for too long.
yeah, like yeah, like I said, XCOM 2.5, maybe 3. I don't know, but I've been casting for, if I think about it, on and off. If I consider my very amateur, very starting, just casting two friends on my own stream just for for the fun of it, you could say I've been casting for like 8 years, 8-9 years.
Wow,
It's
that is
kind of
so
crazy.
long.
So Like
I know
people,
that's
yeah. So it's
a
honestly
long
just
time.
the more you do it, the more you get experience with it because you get just comfortable with it.
Okay.
So honestly, it's like if you just keep doing it on, um, whether it's studying by listening to pro play or just doing your own time to memorize stuff or just playing the game more, like in any form of it, I think is a great way to just help bolster the foundation of casting. Otherwise, it's just like do your best to not trip over your own words, tie your tongue in any sense, and just be comfortable talking. So that's it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that was like specific enough for you, but that's just like my
No, no,
general
that was
tips.
that's already super useful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So everything else
Thank you for
is oh yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, thank you for the advice.
Of course, dude.
I'll definitely do my best to put it into action next time Min calls upon me. Huh.
Yeah, that's and well, what I try to do. That's why like I don't know if you were there when like uh where I think we had like an EU cast or like both an NA and an EU cast. Where I'm just like, I know this is a lot of people's first time casting. I'm like, here's some notes, right? Um,
Yeah.
but obviously it's a lot of people's first or maybe not like as experienced casting, so I'm not expecting people to cast to my level. I don't expect
Yeah.
anyone to get close to me unless they're already super experienced, which I have
Yeah.
met a couple people through casting on different organizations, different tournaments. And I'm like, bro, I'm a big fan of you. Of be like, because you have a very similar, they have a similar casting style. I'm like, ooh, this guy's good. This guy knows what he's talking about. I'd love to reach out
Yeah.
to people like that. But at the same time, it's like, especially for new people, it's really repetition and making sure that, you know, you know your own stuff. But then
Yeah.
even then, it's just get experience under your belt. That's always number one. Getting experience
Yeah,
under,
that's
yeah,
always useful.
yeah, time in the seat. That's all. So yeah, that's really
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like if you ever have like want specifics, like if you want me to show you like I don't know if I have a video of how to cast, but or like an example of stuff like that. I don't know. It's just fun. It's just fun for me. If you're not having fun while doing it, then there's no point. Honestly, I think that's always
Yeah.
number one. Because casting, no one's asking to do it as a job. Majority of these amateur casters like
No.
myself, we're not getting paid. So it's like have fun with it.
It's just a hobby. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
just like
hobby.
exactly. So if you're not having fun with it, there's no point, you know. And that's really it. So that's really yeah. Anything else, Hakon?
No, that's all the you already gave me like a lot of advice. That's super useful for me already.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool. I mean, that's also like I know other people have come to me or like, "Oh, how would you cast this?" I always have like my own old VODs or if anyone in chat in general just wants to approach about casting as well, I'm always just like a resource for people cuz like I said, I love casting. Especially when it comes to games I do like playing myself and yeah, and uh, or if like if someone always gives me a VOD. I remember. All right, so this is a fun little story. There was this tournament I was casting. I think it was XCOM. I think like
Yeah.
XCOM's very first one, or a separate. No, it was a very separate tournament. I think. I don't. No, yeah, sorry, different tournament. This was like a year or two before
Okay.
XCOM. I was casting for a tournament, like an amateur tournament for a community, and I posted on Twitter and I tagged Captain Flowers for League because he's my favorite caster. And I was like, Captain
Yeah.
Flowers, rate my cast. He was like, oh, this was really, really good, except you just stumbled on this word and you can just say this instead of this. I'm like, oh, I appreciate you, Captain Flowers. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always,
Absolutely massive.
yeah. So it's like moments like this. It's like people, casters are people too. You can always reach out. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, dude. So, yeah, anything else? Otherwise, we'll just wrap up.
No, I don't think I have any other questions. Thank you for
Big.
spending your time with me, man, in this for the podcast.
Oh, thank you for coming on. Shout and I know we we
Yeah, no
we, we bag
problem.
on Min all the time, but you shout out to Min
I know.
for
Yeah, shout out to Min.
organizing, for having you on. So
Yeah.
yeah,
A lot of this stuff wouldn't be possible without him. So
yeah.
big ups to Min.
Shout out to Min. Shout out to Airline. Not on chat, but
Yeah,
you know
shout out to
you
Shout out
also
to
brought this guy
Airline.
in. When's
Yeah, when's
the
the next ER tourney?
Tides? Great question.
ER.
Uh, Eternal. Um,
Oh, Eternal.
yeah, yeah. As someone who doesn't play Eternal Rivals or Eternal Rivals, Eternal. I already forgot the name. As clearly as I don't play the game. But I think we'll have one
uh,
next year. It's definitely not in 2025, unfortunately, Tides. We still have to Eternal Return. Yeah, see, I'm head of casting, but that's one of the titles I don't touch. Um, Definitely next year because we still have a couple more titles we want to get through for this year. So next year for sure. Otherwise, I know we have some connects to the Eternal Return community through our other casters and players, and I think they also have their own tournaments that, you know, if they ever want to promo, they'll let us know. So yeah, that's really it as far as ER. It'll be a while for XCOM to bring it back. I know it's one of our biggest tourneys in general as far as turnout and audience, but yeah, it'll probably be next year for sure. But yeah, I mean, Hakan, anything else you want to just plug, shout out, say,
uh,
open floor as we wrap up? Plugs you want to do?
not much, to be honest. Just really thankful for for like Min and stuff, and you, of course, for bringing me on here and being able to do our little totsu, our little podcast
Yeah.
thing. And I had an amazing time talking with you.
No, man, of course. A pleasure. Pleasure is mine.
Yeah, and we could probably just wrap it up here then.
All right, sounds good. Min, who are we rating?
Min!
Min,
Man!
Min. I mean, otherwise I'm just doing myself. The classic. I'll just do it myself. Well, anyways, shout out to everyone who showed
Man!
up in chat. If Min doesn't reply in like 2 minutes in chat because he's not here listening, which is fine, I'll just I'm up again.
Oh, he's up again.
There he is. Well, he'll find out someone to raid. Um, so yeah, at this point, I'll probably just wrap up the recording and then we'll just keep the stream on so we can raid. So I say bye to YouTube, Hakon.
Bye bye, bye bye, tube tube. Uh,
Bye.